All right, this is an intro to our first conic, parabolas. And so we're going to be taking our y equals 1/2 x squared and then switching it around to its inverse of x equals y squared. So on all of these, remember, we start with our vertex and then we don't have any shifting yet, just plain old 0, 0. And that's our first point. That's our vertex. And if you remember before, we're supposed to take our a and use it. So it's up 1/2 over 1, up 1/2 over 1. So as a review, right now I have 0.5 as the number in front of my a, and you can see that 1 unit away, it's 0.5. Remember, if I go to 1, or 2.6 now, it's 2.6 1 unit away. Whatever number's in front is where we go, and if it was negative, it would be the same idea. So if I make it -1, then it would be down 1 over 1, both ways. So whatever number is in front, it shrinks. And so what we're going to be dealing with in this section is about compressing. So we're going to be dealing with fractions, really, really tiny ones, and we get these compressed things like 1/4. So when graphing it, we know it's up 1/2 and over 1, and then we get our parabola, but we know it's going to be a wide parabola. Make it wider than it is, like that. Because of the half, it's going to go half as fast. It's going to be half as what it normally would be. So when you get into numbers like 1/2 or 1/16, it gets painful. So now what happens when we have x equals y squared? Well, let's take a look at Desmos. So this is y equals x squared. Now if I switch it over, now it's x equals y squared. So what happened? It's right, it goes in the x direction. So you can see that when it is y equals ax squared, we open in the y direction. And when it's x equals, we open in the x direction. So the letter that's in front is the direction that we open in. So this will graph very similar to the other one. So we go 0, 0, but now we open in the x direction. So instead of going, our a here by the way is 1, so instead of going up 1 over 1, we're going to go right 1, up 1, and down 1. So it gives us a parabola that opens in the x direction. So this next one would be 0, 0 for our vertex. Our a is 1/5. So from 0, 0, we would go up 1/5 over 1 and over 1. So this point would be 1/5, 1. And it gives you that really wide. And so this method of graphing with the a is not that great anymore, and we need a new method. And that's what we're going to be learning in this section. But if it says x equals, it opens in the x. And if it has y equals. So basically the one without the exponent, that is the direction we open in. So if it says y equals, then we know it opens in the y direction. And if it says x equals, it opens in the x direction. Nice and simple, right? Okay, next video. Thanks.